Hi, I'm Christian Lesmes. I'm a social communicator and journalist, and currently I'm studying audiovisual production. I've been involved in journalism for nearly 8 years, focusing primarily in photojournalism. I've always had a keen interest in capturing moments in the city through photography. I got my first camera at the age of 17 years old, and I haven't stopped taking photos since. Communication and journalism are my daily pursuits. I work across various branches and sectors within these disciplines, constantly learning and honing my skills. My photographic work has been influenced by numerous photographers and journalists worldwide. Learning from their work has been instrumental in my growth, alongside the teaching of close colleagues. When it comes to influence, I think of figures within my field rather than traditional influencers. I've studied historical figures like Robert Capa, the Hungarian war photographer renowned for his work during the Second World War, the Spanish Civil War, and the First Indochina War. His establishment of Magnum Photos inspired me to delve into documenting conflicts and violence in Bogota. I served as a correspondent during the 2021 national strike, an experience that defined my understanding of being a photographer amidst localized conflict. Despite witnessing scenes of terror and raw violence, I persist, integrating conflict as an essential part of my worldview and evolving skill set. Studying the Nick At's work during the Vietnam War was particularly enlightening. At, a Vietnamese photojournalist for the Associated Press, vividly portrayed the stark realities of war, emphasizing the imperative to capture every moment. Everything I know and do stems from lessons learned through the lens of Vietnam-era photographers like Eddie Adams, an American Pulitzer Prize-winning photojournalist renowned for his iconic image. Adams' work underscored the harsh reality often overlooked, affirming the duty of capturing truth through the lens. While conflict remains central to my work, I've also explored and refined my skills in street photography in recent months, approaching it with a touch of social anthropology. In exploring my own identity as an artist, I discovered the work of Bruce Davidson, an American photographer whose portfolio explores complex human conditions in hostile environments. His profound storytelling through singular image continues to inspire my approach, shifting the narrative from battlefields to urban and social landscapes. Bruce Gilden, another American street photographer, has influenced my work with his unique perspective and use of flash photography to capture raw human moments. His focus on the essence of humanity resonates deeply with my artistic journey. Okay, but why did I choose to study audiovisual production? It wasn't the influence of a single person, but rather the collective impact of friends and film directors. Matthew Kassovitz, a French actor and filmmaker, particularly stands out for addressing sensitive issues in films like La Haine. Kassovitz embodies my aspiration to use film as a medium to expose societal decay and human struggles irrespective of location.
Hein? Ça, c'est à moi qui parle là. Oh, c'est à moi que tu parles. Les mecs, c'est à moi qui parle, son cul. C'est à moi qui parle, putain. C'est à moi que tu parles comme ça, mec.
These photographers and filmmakers are just a few among many who inspires my work and shape my worldview. Each day I strive to improve and convey clear message through my photography, though it's an ongoing journey. To conclude, I will share some of my favorite photos to provide a glimpse into my portfolio.